All right, TikTok. Let's jump straight into it. You already know we doing this no chase, no filter. Let's go. So, I was just recently on Facebook and I was reading this blog as it to them saying that the brat was stating that she refuses to stop listening to R. Kelly's music, or it's hard for her to stop listening to R. Kelly's music because she likes his music. She's been doing perfectly fine. But it's awfully funny at the amount of people that are saying, "Oh no, how are you supporting him being a rapist or him being a molester or da 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 da." Number one, let's backtrack, because what y'all not gonna do is tell me y'all didn't know this man was molested. Or are y'all from that very creepy era that has a hard time with believing that a man can be sexually assaulted? Because that's what it's giving. It is giving very gender biased behavior, that you don't believe that a man can be sexually assaulted. But they can. Just like women can. And let me help somebody out there out real quick. Just because your body responds to something does not give consent for it to happen. Okay? So, he was very open, very transparent, and said some sick and twisted woman wanted her a young boy that she can sexually train. And apparently that's exactly what she did, because his wife, ex-wife, had no problem getting on every public platform and said that he could do everything, quote unquote, sexually that he sung about. Like, why would somebody want to know that? So you wonder why he had the mentality that he could go out here and touch and do whatever. Publicity stunts like that, for one. Because in one breath you're saying your husband was amazing and he could do all these things and he da 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 da. But then the next breath you're on Surviving R. Kelly. Well, apparently you wasn't trying to survive him that much when you're on the Wendy Williams show talking about your marriage bed. But I'ma digress. Wow. And let's not forget that when R. Kelly had that sex tape back in the day, now I was a kid, when it all unfolded and everybody talked about how he slept with this minor and everything like that, it came out that the girl lied about her age. But then here come y'all again. Well, he should have asked for ID. How many people are seriously out here asking for folks' IDs? Folks need to be honest about their age. Stop lying about your age. For what reason are you trying to be older and or younger for something? Age with grace. I am not afraid to tell you I am every bit of 35 and love it. Love it. Still get carded when I go somewhere because I don't look it. But I'm going to digress on that. What am I saying? He was given keys. These whole parents out here that took their kids to the studio at midnight. Oh, my personal favorite. Oh, well, my parents tried to tell me no, but I would sneak out. You know how quick your little behind would have been at somebody's alternative school if you kept sneaking out my house. But then you're on Surviving R. Kelly talking about he hurt me. But then in the next breath, oh, I was sneaking out the house to go see him. Make it make sense. So apparently you wasn't that afraid. Apparently he wasn't that scary. If you were sneaking out the house, know what it is you wanted what you wanted. And now that the chips done fell, now you got to jump on the bandwagon of, oh, he did me so wrong. Yeah, no. Your little butt was a creeper. That's what it was. You was hot in the tail, as my grandmother would say, and your behind wanted to be out there sleeping with him, and that's what you was doing. Let's get on the fact that everybody was talking about, oh, you knew he was a molester. You knew. The parents knew. The parents knew that there was a possibility because, again, he's been very transparent about the fact that some little sick, sadistic older woman decided that she wanted to touch him. But y'all thought it was a good idea to let y'all kids be in his presence all hours of the night talking about producing music and record deals. So y'all prostituted y'all kids out and then y'all want to blame him for it. Yeah, that's not how that works. That's like saying, I'm going to take drugs to a recovering drug addict, but I don't expect them to use the drugs because they're recovering. Do you know how retarded that sounds? You put the bait in his hands. You put the temptation in front of his face for a paycheck. And now y'all want to get on multiple series. He hurt me. He did. No. All y'all nasty, dirty individuals that think it's okay to prostitute your kids out for a paycheck need to be under the jail. He needs to serve his time too, yes. Because him being molested as a kid is absolutely no excuse for him touching somebody else's kid. But again, y'all gave him the keys. Y'all gave him permission. And I'm sorry, I don't agree with nobody doing time for something that they were given permission to do. Yep, that's right, I said it. You gave him permission. Every time you took your child to his studio and didn't stay there to ensure your child's safety. Every time you woke up and knew that your child wasn't in the house and you calling down to Rkelly's mansion to verify that they there, but you didn't go get your baby, yeah, you're sick. And you need to be up under the jail for prostituting your child for a paycheck. Because the truth of the matter is, you didn't say anything because it was benefiting your pocket. You didn't say anything because he was paying you. And as soon as them checks stopped coming, now we have surviving Rkelly. Now we have he's under the jail. When in our honesty, you need to be there. Every parent that okayed his behavior, every parent that put their kids in the hands of Rkelly, knowing that he was dealing with pedophilia, molestation, and everything, you need to be up under the jail for not protecting your children. Y'all sick. And I said it. Yes, he needs to be held accountable, but you're just as guilty for causing adult trauma in your children that they sitting on public Lifetime, movie network, and everything else, hooping and hollering, crying crocodile's tears, and the only reason they doing it is because the money that drove out. Not no other reason. Because wasn't nobody talking about this man and him pissing on people and everything else as long as they was getting their royalties. Now all of a sudden that y'all done stupid people done got the man locked up and the money done went with him. Now y'all got a problem. Now his ex-wife can't figure out what side of the coin she want to be on. One minute he the best husband and he good in bed. Next minute he done touched her and tied her up. The next minute now she on a whole nother spectrum. Make it make sense.